Yeah. Soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education, soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education. You love it. Spiking and tiger is a bad combination, and I'm sad to say that's a dark situation, but I'm thinking of you, so I'm glad to say I wrote a letter on behalf of how I feel today. 7 a.m. in the morning, ain't been to sleep. It's been a night type long and a rough type week. I'm meditating my life on the whole, wondering the where, when, how, if I can gain control. It's like a spin under the wheel or a roller to die. They say that you can be a winner at the game of life, but I know the house don't play to lose, so you better know the math, how to make the moves. I'm a student of the study, how to proper pursue a portion of the profits reduced. Paying my dues, so I follow the lolly and avoid the fools. But this is trial by fire, so you must stay true. One rule, envy is a powerful tool. It's like it's fine all times, everything you do. That way, when the idiots can't get active, you can crack those crabs and continue to move. You know, 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. All night ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you remember back to the splendorous times when we bitch for the pretty penny nickel a dime. Before the world seemed crooked and the gutter was fine, when it was good hood living and a peace of mind. Now that's over. Life will make a grown man sober head aching over, feeling funny inside. We never knew the world on a bogus design to keep a brother buried deep, broken down and blind. Better still, man, it's ill when you look to find there's a chance to advance, most heads deny. A dream and a slice of the proverbial pie. We will remain to reside in the ghetto of pride. Ignorance is pure bliss and these days provide plenty of it to keep a poor man pacified. I try to put him on the business of knowledge applied, but that's a pickle of a deal that's sour inside. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. You're listening to Nathan Ivey Online. Welcome back. It's a beautiful morning here in the city of Cincinnati. And if you'd like to communicate with me, we're going to do some different things this morning. Today, I'm going to open up the phone lines for the first time. And there's some people that I just want to talk to. I want to reconnect with folks that I've been speaking with for some time. Again, good morning to you. My name is Nathan Ivey. If you can hear me, I'm broadcasting live from a secret location here in the city of Cincinnati. All will be revealed as the days and the weeks and the months continue. But it's good to know I'm not alone. If you want to chat with me and you're listening via my website, where I can only imagine you probably are, at this point you've only got a few, but they're very key and critical and open to you spaces where you can listen to the show. One is my website, nathanivey.com. That's an I-V-E-Y. Not only can you listen to the show live every morning at 7 a.m. from the city of Cincinnati, you can also listen to the podcast. That's right. The show has legs. You can listen to the show and download it at your leisure when you get ready to. And that's the wonderful thing about the internet these days and what you can do. Again, you can listen live Monday through Friday. Tell a friend about the show. Nate Ivey is back. I say, Ivey, good morning. Nate Ivey is back, broadcasting live from the city of Cincinnati. If I'm doing it, you can do it. So many things to discuss. Today is Thursday, February 11th, 2016. How many folks thought they never lived to see 2016? Most deaf. You can pick up on the microphone, little things I'm doing here in the studio. No different than where I've always been. It's just the nature of any kind of audio medium. But again, my pleasure to be with you. Lots of things to discuss. I'll be with you for 1 hour. Now, if you're just kicking in the show a little bit late, what's up, Jerica? We have been together now since Monday. And I want to tell you about the wonderful things that I'm planning. Number one, I have to put together a get-together for #TeenNI. Myself, along with my partner, are looking for a venue where we can sponsor that, where we can host that. You know, I'll be your sponsor of it. But I'm looking for a venue. Look at something fresh, something new, something where people that live in the city can actually get to. I want to get together with you, break bread. Hey, listen, the first few drinks will be on me. That's right. Right, most definitely. If you're traveling through Cincinnati anytime in the near future, I'll let you know. We're looking for a venue for that. But also, as I told you, this project is going to be very organic. Very organic. And first, let me back up here. I said this project. I don't care how old you are. You should always be learning. I don't care how old you are. You should always be learning. You should always have a new project. You should always have, okay, fam, you should always have a new project. You should always have something that is, pushing your limits, so to speak. And to some degree, this is for me. I got to tell you, the last couple of months, I have added numerous chapters to the book of my life. Numerous chapters. And I just can't wait to tell you all about it. All will be revealed as we move forward. But today, I want to give you more of the same. One man, one microphone. Well, one viewpoint on everything that's going on. And I want to start by talking about what's happening here in the city of Cincinnati. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that there are a lot of people making money in the city of Cincinnati. But my question is, are you one of them? Are you one of them? All right, B, thank you. I want to know, are you one of them? Are you one of those individuals that's making money? Now, here's what I want to know. I would like to know if the city of Cincinnati is going to do anything serious in terms of investing in black wealth. Because I'm sick and tired of here in the city of Cincinnati. We keep talking about the same conversations all over. And Cincinnati is good for this. Cincinnati is good for dropping off food boxes. Cincinnati is very good about providing programs that might help people, sort of lift themselves from where they are to try to get into a little bit of better position. But I don't think that Cincinnati's been doing a good job of helping people build wealth. I've got nothing negative to say about my Cincinnati colleagues. I'm talking about local media. We all do what we do. But one thing I've observed is local media loves to tell this story about how they go into these neighborhoods and these poor minority kids are overcoming poverty. They're impoverished, but they don't even know it. And I'm thinking, yeah, they do know it. But life goes on. And I hear all of this talk about how they want to lift kids out of poverty. Mayor John Cranley in the city says that he wants to help. I think the numbers are about 20% of the children who live in the city of Cincinnati who are currently living in poverty. He's got like a 2 or 3 year plan to help just a fraction of them. Not all of them, just a fraction of them. Okay? And they want to help the children. But how do you help an impoverished child if you don't empower their parents, mom and dad? If you're not empowering them, if you're not helping them to move towards some type of home ownership, or at least get to the point where they got a job, where they have some kind of confidence, where they can take a vacation, right? Where they don't have to work 50, 60 hours a week, come home, they got nothing left for the kids. Kids leave, they're empty nesters, they got nothing left to live on. What kind of life is that? But again, if you want to connect with me, the best way to do so is you can connect via chat. A lot of folks are already doing so. I appreciate it. Some folks are saying the sound was muffled. I've kind of tweaked some things as I was talking on my end, and people are saying it sounds better now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The big political talk nationally, of course, is all about the primaries. And I'm telling you, I'm sick of it. I really am. And let me tell you why I'm sick of the primaries. And I want you to tell me if you feel the same way. Tell me if you feel the same way. Later on, I'll give you out the call-in number, and we'll take a few phone calls for the first time here on the show. But my biggest issue with the primary situation is that, again, this is a black man's perspective here. So some people are going to like it and some people are not, okay? But I don't care who you are or where you are not going to be able to challenge the logic of this next flow, okay? So if you got an issue with it and you're like, Nate, well, why are you trying to bring race to a situation that doesn't have anything to do about race? Everything has to do with race in this country to some degree. And so do the primaries. Have you noticed? I've noticed it, but Iowa, New Hampshire, some of these early primaries that are so influential, you don't see a lot of minority representation, do you? How is it that we don't have like, the Harlem primary, the Ferguson primary? How about that? That's right. Go to Ferguson and speak to the people of Ferguson, Bernie Sanders, and speak to the people of Ferguson, Ted Cruz, Donald Trump. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. How is it that the political process starts in areas that don't even represent America and where America is going? But yet they have so much importance, so much influence. So already people are dropping out. Yesterday, Chris Christie dropped out. And then the woman that Donald Trump, he talked about her face, she dropped out. I'm not disrespecting her. She dropped out. So now they're dropping like flies. And have black people, have people of color really got a chance to give their vote, their opinion about these early candidates? No, not at all. We do this every 4 years like it's legitimate. How in the hell is this? How is that legitimate? You've got a country that's becoming more multi-ethnic, multi-racial, multicultural. I mean, all the numbers say it. Everyone knows it. I know what her name is, Scott. Everyone knows it. So how do we stand for this? How does that represent and reflect the real attitudes of America? It doesn't. I mean, from the very early beginning of the electoral process, it's already rigged against, well, I wouldn't even say rigged against, but it doesn't represent fully, right, the viewpoints of minorities that live and breathe and pay taxes. Don't you pay taxes? I know I pay taxes, and I can prove it. I can prove it. That's right. James says, I would love an Atlanta primary. Why don't we have an Atlanta primary? Why don't we have an Atlanta primary? Why don't we have a primary from Ferguson? Speaking of Ferguson, have you heard the latest? Have you heard the latest? You got to hear this. This is Loretta Lynch speaking about Ferguson. If you have not heard, it's been reported within the last 48 hours that now the Department of Justice is suing Ferguson. And they're suing Ferguson because about 11 months ago, the Department of Justice offered Ferguson basically a deal. Why? Well, they found out that they were, I don't know, basically Ferguson was like the time that the Constitution forgot. It's like they didn't get the word. It's like Juneteenth in Ferguson. They didn't get the word that black people were like 100% American citizens. So what were they doing? Well, basically the attitude from the Ferguson Police Department and really all of the arms of the governmental control. It wasn't just of the police department. It was also the district attorney's office, right? It was the courthouse. I mean, I read it. We talked about it. So basically, if you lived in Ferguson, you were a second-class citizen. You could have been arrested at any point. You could have been harassed at any point. And not only were you subject to that, dehumanizing, disgraceful, distasteful, not only were you subject to that, but they were using the black community like it was some kind of Duracell battery, charging you. That's right. They were targeting the black citizens in Ferguson and just hitting them with all kind of fines. But here's my question. How much of that is going on across the entire country? Is it happening in Ohio? Is it happening in Cincinnati? I know we got the collaborative and that's great and all, but I still need to ask that question of you. What do you think? Again, you can send me a text message to tell me what you think. That is amazing. So now Loretta Lynch is coming in, and she says that the Department of Justice is going to do an investigation. Oh, joy. And, oh, man, I know they're just shaking in their boots over there, aren't they? The Department of Justice is coming in. Wow. They're going to force us into a collaborative. I mean, wow. Nobody loses their job. And they just have to listen to maybe a judge or something like this. But check, this is Loretta Lynch, says they're going after the Ferguson Police Department.
Today, the Department of Justice is filing a lawsuit in federal district court against the city of Ferguson, Missouri, alleging a pattern and practice of law enforcement conduct that violates the First, the Fourth, and the 14th Amendments of the Constitution and federal civil rights laws. We intend to aggressively prosecute this case, and we intend to prevail. The residents of Ferguson have waited nearly a year for their city to adopt an agreement that would protect their rights and keep them safe. They have waited nearly a year for their police department to accept rules that would ensure their constitutional rights and rules that thousands of other police departments follow every day. They have waited nearly a year for their municipal courts to commit to basic, reasonable rules and standards. But as our report